it's always a pleasure, and it's always really interesting to see where you're going to fit, because even though I kind of have a range where I slot into, sometimes you audition and you don't think you're really going to be a good fit for it, but then all of a sudden you find yourself in that role and you're just having to figure it out. It comes out so good. Yeah, that's how it starts. It's innocent enough, and then next thing you know, you got a whole career based around it. It just happens like that.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Creative Callouts. I'm your host Giggila, and today I am joined by amazing voice actor, the voice behind Bullseye in Fortnite Move, Future Freddy in Fazbear and Friends, and our amazing voice behind Gunnar from the FCNews series that we create. It is Jarret.
Thank you for having me, Giggila. I appreciate it. I'm excited to be here.
Oh, thank you for coming on. We've been collecting the infinity stones of all the voice actors to bring onto the podcast. So
yeah, absolutely.
We got the third one on now. We're getting there.
Yeah, one at a time.
Yeah, one at a time.
So close.
Yeah, we'll get there, but let's dive straight into things. Let's go to where you are now. Let's start at Gunnar.
Yeah.
How has it been playing Gunnar in all these events?
God, I've loved it. It's been fantastic. He's such a fun character to play, and then there's so many interactions where Gunnar is playing off of a doggo, which just makes things so much more interesting, especially because I don't always know what Dennis is going to do as far as what what his take is going to be. So whenever I listen to these things for the first time, I'm always pleasantly surprised at just how well it all turns out.
The amount of ad-libs we've had from Dennis.
Yeah, he's really good at that.
Yes. The ad-libs for actually Operation Infiltration, which is another project that you are actually going to be part of as Gunnar. Dennis also appears. Unfortunately, you are not together because at this point you are on two separate sides, as in
right.
of the island. So you're a bit far away, unfortunately. But Dennis has ad-libbed so many things. We've actually now had to change some of the things his character is doing just to add the ad-libs in.
Yeah. No, I'm not surprised. That character was made for Dennis, and
absolutely,
that's what he does.
And then we got to have like the strong Russian to match him out.
Everybody needs the strong Russian. We got to balance this whole thing out. It's going to be great. So yeah, I think having the straight guy and then Dennis doing what Dennis does with Doggo it's perfect. Works amazingly well.
Yeah, the chemistry between the two of you. Because it just absolutely surprised us, because when we hired you both, we did not know that you two worked together before.
Dennis is one of my best friends, as he would say. We talk every day, quite literally every day. We do projects together all the time. We try to pull each other into projects if we get cast for something. So it's always great and a pleasure to work with Dennis. He always has so much positivity, and it rubs off on you. I try to work with Dennis as much as I can, even our own projects, right? So if we don't have anything that we're working on that we've been cast in together, we will make something and we'll do stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've gone back and just listened to other projects that you guys are working together on, or podcasts that you've both been on. And you just bounce off each other so well. It's literally like we're watching like ping pong. It's literally you're bouncing just from one side to the other with zero hesitation.
Yeah, no, we it's just sometimes you meet someone and you just hit it off, and you just know that the chemistry's there, and you roll with it. And it's been 2-3 years now that we've been doing this, and so still going strong.
Yeah, I mean, here's a many more.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I know, obviously, I think this is the potentially largest audience you guys have been visible to. I know, obviously, you've got a bit of, with the FNAF community, obviously, as...
Right.
Freddy.
Future Freddy, yeah.
As Future Freddy. And then I know you have been Bullseye as well. Both which I mentioned at the start. But the Fortnite community has so many eyes from so many communities. It's not just one community, it's a load of communities that come together.
Right. Yeah. I always knew Fortnite was big, but what you guys are doing, I wasn't aware that was a thing until I got brought in, and I have been just blown away by the community and just everything. Yes, I just got to take a second. The quality of work you guys are putting out, like these little maps, these experiences. I didn't know that was possible to do that within a game engine like you're doing. And wow, I'm just incredibly impressed.
Thank you. I can't take all the credit because I'm not I'm not one of all I'm not normally the one on the ground doing the actual building work.
You've put together an amazing team.
Yeah, I mean, the team is absolutely amazing. And I got to give an immediate shout out to Lynx. He's the one who animates every single character. So he animates Gunnar, Doggo, Geno, and the funniest ones is when he has to do the female characters because he's not female. He has to.
Those are the most fun, though.
Yeah. We had a potential project that didn't end up happening where Lynx was going to mocap for a female who was going to be dancing, and it is totally not his style of movement. So we were praying that he would record it, not for use of in the project, just purely to get the whole laugh out of it. Because...
Oh, absolutely. That would have been glorious, I'm sure.
we still have laughs at that, and but no, the team is incredible. But one of the key things that's been a massive improvement since we started doing our events is the quality of voice acting.
Yeah, you guys have done a great job with casting there.
We slightly biased, but true, very true, very true. Because since we've become into the FNEU series, the quality has shot up. And that is a diss at myself because I was one of the voice actors in the original series.
Okay.
So I had my dabble, and I also got to jump in again for the voice acting for Squid Game. So
there you go.
I jumped in on that one, and I've been recognised a few times as it's a Squid Game guy. I don't know how to respond to that one normally.
Thank you, Works. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm normally surprised, but
it's always if anybody recognizes me, I'm in the same boat. I sort of lose my train. I don't know what to say. I'm like,
yeah. I mean, you have a way more recognizable voice than myself, especially when you go into the deep arsenal that you have.
The lower one, yeah.
Yeah, because you've done so many different types of voice acting in your career.
Yeah.
I could do some research, but what type of ones that are best for you, and what ones were the most challenging?
So, I think a lot of the roles that I book are almost entirely the authoritative types, right? So they're either going to cast me as a dad. So I recently got cast in Vicky the Shotgun Witch as Laszlo Maxim, the father of the family, right? So I slide in really well in that kind of situation. They also, with Fazbear and Friends, right? They were looking for like a Josh Brolin type, that kind of almost like an anti-hero villain, and so I was able to, knock that out, and those are in my wheelhouse. Same with Marvel Move. Whenever I'm playing Bullseye, that type of character is one that I typically I take it and I run, and so it's pretty common for me to book those types. I was in Duck Detective, also playing the father there, but also the Soulstone Survivors, a video game I was just in. They had me playing several different characters, right? And a big variety of tones and vocalizations, but they've got me doing the really deep voice guy, and then they've got me doing like a more gruff stuff. So it's just it's always a pleasure, and it's always really interesting to see where you're going to fit, because even though I kind of have a range where I slot into, sometimes you get something, you audition and you don't think you're really going to be a good fit for it, but then all of a sudden you find yourself in that role, and you're just having to figure it out and do the best you can with it, and more often than not, it comes out so good, like, it just surprisingly, you're always finding new things that you're capable of doing that you really weren't necessarily confident about at first, but then you kind of figure out that that is in your wheelhouse, even though you didn't really think it was. So,
yeah. I mean, that's kind of a thing with most of our team. They don't realize they can actually do something until they get the opportunity to do it.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I mean, personally for myself, I didn't know I could properly voice act. And then I played the big villain in our original series back in Golden Island.
There you go.
And Golden Island is still talked about today, yet we haven't done anything with it for nearly a year and a half now.
Yeah, you were just, you made that big of an impact. So, hopefully they can revisit at some point, and you get to reprise the role.
I would love to come back and reprise the Golden Devil. That was the character's name.
Absolutely. I mean, villains are so fun.
I would love to come back as that character, because it's one of my favorite roles to play. I think it is my favorite voice acting role. I mean, yes, there's only 2 voice acting roles, but still, there's, maybe there's a third somewhere in the pipeline. I'm not saying anything, but maybe there's a third. I mean, I do get to feature alongside you by technicality because of Operation Infiltration.
This is true.
All of our developers had a little Easter egg to put into the game. So,
really?
We like our Easter eggs to developers in our games whenever we work. And we feel it's our way of crediting people. So, not necessarily... We always do the credit reel at the end of all of our events. But if there's a way to credit a person by showing them something, we feel that's more beneficial than a name in just text.
Absolutely.
So we did this beautiful mural in our most recent map, actually, called Touchdown Quick Time. There was a building wall which had graffiti on it, just general random graffiti. And instead of just putting that graffiti back, we put an image for every single one of the developers in the graffiti to build it all on that large wall. So whenever you're in that place, you see that wall and you can pick out every single one of the developers.
See, that's amazing. So a touch like that just solidifies, that just makes it that much more enticing, for people to work with you. I mean, that's that level of love, you don't see that from a lot of companies. So when you guys do something like that, I think people remember, and they want to continue a relationship with you, or maybe if they're not working with you currently, maybe you can draw some new talent that way by doing some awesome stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I mean, in the game, it's literally who you know kind of a thing. You can be either you're the best in the game at one thing, or it's who you know.
It's Dennis and I talk about that a lot. It's all about who you know. Like you can win off the strength of your auditions and things like that as a voice actor a lot of times, but I think it's a lot more important to either know the right people or have those people know of you in the very least, right? So that's a big thing, and that is especially the longer I do this, the more I realize just how important building relationships is and maintaining them. And even if you don't know someone, if someone knows of you, that actually it can give you a big leg up, especially for booking new work. So super important.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like, we don't have any roles right now for voice actors because, well, we've finished recording the voice acting and everything, so we don't have any open spots. But it's like, if we have a project again and we have people that fit into it, instead of looking, we're going to go straight to them.
Exactly.
If we need a Russian, we're going to you.
That's perfect. To come straight to me, I will be Russian. No problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, casting sucks. You've probably had to deal with that a lot. You get hundreds of auditions in some cases. Nobody wants to listen to all those if they don't have to. So yeah, if you know someone that's a good fit vocally and they know how to act and they can do what you need them to do.
Yeah.
No need for a
win-win.
call. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I got my start actually in Genesis. I came on as the Golden Devil just as a voice actor mainly. I'd been doing creative work well before that and developer work. But I'm going to shout out Rifty here. He was the one to kind of bring me in. And I joined at the beginning of 2024. And by the end of 2024, I was a co-CEO.
There you go.
So it's a bit of a step up from...
That's just a tiny step up, just like a little thing.
Yeah.
No big deal. No, that's amazing, man.
So I'm so fortunate to be in the spot I am in with the talented people, both internally and externally. And the community, while it has its ups and downs, like, it's still a community.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that's ever going to be perfect out there, but it's always nice to have a passionate fan base, and you guys and the whole Fortnite thing is ridiculously passionate. So
yes, and we're so excited to see the reaction to Big Bang because, well, right now as we're recording this, Big Bang is not released. Well, at least part 1 won't be for us, but
right.
By the time this is released, part 1 will probably be released, depending on the slot that we get for the editors. The editor, hi Cabbage, you get to go in the basement to edit stuff again. So he's probably just seething right now. I could just...
I have no doubt.
I can see him just watching me somewhere,
Just foaming at the mouth.
Yes. he will get this footage and be like, oh dear, not again.
That jerk. Yeah.
It's fine. I remind him that he gets paid for this, so
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Then he gets all smiles and everything, but for that like 15 seconds, he's like, "Nah, he's great, and he's the one who's been. I don't have to edit these anymore. Yay!
Woohoo! Yeah.
I love not editing the files or everything.
Yeah.
Or I was about to reference what Alana said, but then again, I don't want to get into the blooper reel. Yeah. As Alana tried to do last time. Well, not tried, did. Alana did get into the blooper reel last time with editing audio files.
Oh, we're editing audio files?
Yeah, she accidentally used the word raw in the wrong context.
Okay, yeah, no, that'll do it. Yeah, that's.
I think that is still my favorite single bit that's been on the podcast. Because it was just so hilarious. It was...
Yeah, especially if they don't know that they said the thing, then it just makes it a million times better.
Yeah. Cabbage, I mean, if you have the clip, Cabbage, please throw that one up just so people can know what we're referencing.
If they want noise reduction and equalization, but, just most people like it raw. I mean, you know what I mean? Like the files...
But
yes,
that episode was 1, amazing to film, and 2, so much fun.
No
to be fair, recording with our voice actors, yourself included, has been absolutely one of the most chill recordings I've ever had when it comes to external people, because it's just been so fun. Just it's kind of chill and relaxed because
there's no pressure.
Yeah.
We're just.
Whereas I get bigger creative names on, and I'm like, oh my god, I've got to be proper professional. Where's my suit? I gotta try and look the part, and but
no. For us, it's all good. Whatever you want to have a tank top on and whatever, some cat ears on your headphones.
Yeah, I don't think I have that one. I don't. I might be missing that one. Might be in the back. I don't know, but
I can send you some.
We all have one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's dive back a little bit. And how did you get your start in voice acting?
It's funny. I always hear a lot of these podcasts, and people are always like, "Oh, when I was a kid, I would do funny voices, and I would, I've always like tried to emulate what I hear on cartoons and do this and do that." And man, I didn't have any of that. I didn't care anything about any of the arts. COVID happened, and I had a friend of mine. I was working from home, so and during COVID, there just wasn't anything to do. So I had a friend of mine who was writing a little fantasy book, and he had asked me to take a look at it, and so I read the prologue, and I was like, it'd be funny if I just sort of narrated this and used some funny voices, right? Didn't think anything of it. I just thought I was just having some fun, and so I sent it to him, and he was like, "Bro, this is freaking amazing." I was like, "What? No, no." And so then I let some other people listen to it. They're like, "Dude, holy cow, this is great." And so I thought, can I do this voice thing? So then I just sort of started testing the waters. I got on a casting call club, and then I eventually got like a microphone and moved into my closet and set up a bunch of blankets and whatever else. And then I started booking stuff on Casting Call Club, and I was like, well, I wonder if I can book the paid stuff. And so then I started auditioning for paid jobs, and I started booking those, and I was like, oh, this is crazy. And then I went out and got a coach, and the coach was like, "You're terrible." And so then I was like, okay, great. I probably need to learn the proper way to do all this stuff. And so then I got coaching, and then I just sort of fell into this. Like I said, I never intended to be a voice actor, but once I found it, I love it, man. I cannot imagine myself not doing this, right? There's no situation, no scenario where I'm not voice acting, right? This is what I love to do. Like any opportunities I get, I'm in my booth, I'm auditioning, or I'm working on projects. That this is it's something I am so thankful that I have found, because otherwise I would probably be a lot more bored than what I am right now. And this the people that I have had a chance to meet, you included, it's been incredible. Oh God, there's this whole global community, and I have met so many incredible people, and I just cannot say enough how thankful I am that I sort of fell into this whole voice acting journey, because I wouldn't give it up for anything.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know gaming had this much potential until I kind of fell into it as well. I got my start by just joining a stream because I couldn't sleep. I joined a stream that I just saw on my YouTube feed out of complete random. And from there, I talked with the people there who were, one was an up-and-coming content creator, and another one was a creative creator who was starting out. I just joined them.
Yeah, that's how it starts. It's innocent enough, and then next thing you know, you got a whole career based around it. It just happens like that sometimes.
Yeah, and now, as of a few months ago, I left my job to do this full time.
Right, and that's huge.
I've been able to do this now full time. I never thought there'd be a day where I can say, "Hey, I'm a full-time game developer."
Right, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Like, that's the dream for a lot of people, and you get to live it. And that is...
Well, the paperwork is
it's
not
amazing.
a dream. The paperwork's not a dream.
Okay, so there's the non-glamorous side that we won't talk about so much. But yeah, it's never easy when you make that choice to branch out and to go it alone or without the support of a big company that you've been working for, but it's also so satisfying, especially if what you're doing is successful. Oh my God, it's so freeing. You know, you're your own boss. You know, you get to steer the ship, and you're not having to follow anyone else as much.
Yeah, there's still some rules. You know, we got to
Right, there's
we got the our boss right now is pretty much just Epic Games. We got to
yeah.
listen to their rules and things like that. You know, we don't work directly for them, but
Right.
it feels
they,
like
they can kind of.
yeah. They're the ones who
pull the
pay
plug
us,
whenever they feel
so-
like it. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones we get the payouts from. So you know, we got to be, you know, no. When we have talked with them, they've been absolutely amazing, and
Yeah.
we've been fortunate to speak with a few Epic employees and things like that over the years now, and I mean they're all been really great, and they've been so
Yeah.
supportive, and I can even say they're fans of us, which
As
is
they
incredible.
should be. I mean, come on, that you guys are doing amazing stuff. Like, I'm a big fan. Now, you remove the fact that I'm Gunnar and I've done voice acting from you guys. I still thoroughly enjoy, especially these big releases like the Big Bang. Like,
Oh yeah,
I mean,
this is what we live for.
right, like the passion, the quality, the workmanship. It's all. Oh, come on. I enjoy. Like, even if I don't play Fortnite a ton, I still am in the very least. I'm going to go watch a stream of this thing, just because it's that good. So
Yeah.
it's no surprise to me that Epic wants to pay you guys a little bit of respect and that they're fans themselves.
Yeah, I mean we were so surprised when they said they're fans of us. I was like, what? This
Yeah.
is incredible.
No,
I didn't
it's
think
well
we reached
deserved.
so far up the chain, but
I mean, people know.
the biggest thing that they've mainly talked about was they used our event Fracture as an example of how to do things for one of their talks, which we found was just like, what?
Yeah.
And
That's
what was
impressive.
even better, they put us on the thumbnail of that video. Like, we were there to... They showcased us for the sequencer, which is a device in the editor. And they put us on the thumbnail of that video. I was like, what? I was like, how did that... And then they mentioned on their big talk about recreation live events. Well, there's only one team that does that,
Yeah,
and that's us.
You're just that good. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Yeah,
You just get everybody's attention.
I mean, that's the plan with the people we've been able to talk to. Going back to once again, it's who you know, but it's
Absolutely.
also who you get to know. I think that's the part people don't understand as much. It's you get to know so many people, whether or not they're your close people that you get to work with or people you meet once and just collaborate with. There's so many opportunities in voice acting, game development, just social media in general. There's so many opportunities.
Absolutely.
I think that's one thing that's underappreciated, honestly.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, no, it's once you can crack that door open and start rubbing shoulders with some of these people, then the sky's the limit, man.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
I mean, I would be worried that it's in my room. I don't know if they're in my room. That would be worrying. If we have an international team. If they all showed up at my door, I'd be worried.
That would make maybe a little bit. That would
Yeah. Especially unannounced.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
eh,
I could see that potentially being just a little bit of a problem. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you're very hospitable. Maybe you got some spare bedrooms. It's just.
we have a sofa.
Is it a pull out or is it a regular like?
It's a decently large one. You can fit two people on
okay,
there.
You can fit two. Oh, come on, as
Yeah.
long as the rest can get on
there's
the
an
floor.
armchair.
Maybe-
There's an armchair.
If
for
you
like
have, you have carpeted floor, maybe they can just like get on the if the floor's carpeted. It's
no,
it's
wood. Yeah.
wooden floor. Okay. Oof.
Yeah, that was mainly actually my fault. The wood floors are there for accessibility stuff, so that might have been me.
Right. Yeah. Well, they
Yeah.
can take turns on the couch. It's fine.
Yeah. We've got plenty of blankets.
Well, see, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, you say 2 can fit on a couch, but let's be honest, you could probably squeeze like 3 or 4 if you need.
Yeah,
So,
we'll play human Jenga.
Yeah, you can just sort of stack them up a little bit, it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll figure something out. But I don't know how that works for a team of about 40.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty tall Jenga stack. That's for sure. So, well, you could probably put a couple in the bed with you. So there's a couple more out of the way. Yeah.
We're still left with about 35.
And just stuff them in the attic and call it a day.
Okay, yeah, there we go. I know this is not an open invitation for all of Genesis to come around my house. I'm putting that out there to all of the developers and higher-ups and everything. That is not an active invitation to raid my house.
But if you want to visit for a couple hours or a day or 2,
yeah, that would be fine.
Yeah,
Just
totally.
I can't accommodate all 40 of us. Yeah.
I'm sure
there's
already
4 of us living in this house. It's a bit too.
It's a little cramped. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even have enough space for myself. Oh, I mean, one question I kind of know about from some people for what they've said, but what is the favorite character you've got to play?
Man. So I played a character in this Strange Scaffold is the name of the company. And the name of the game is Life Eater. And that game came out, I guess, in early 2024, I want to say. That character was so messed up. It has stuck with me. Like it's essentially the game. It's a kidnapping simulator. Okay, and it's quirky. The gameplay is quirky, but there's the cutscenes in between each gameplay section. And basically in the gameplay is you stalk people, and then you kidnap them, and then at the end you do the thing, and in between there's these cutscenes, and this whole story develops, and oh man, I got hooked on the story. Like, even though I acted it out already, like getting to actually play the game and see the story was I was like, oh man, this is it got me hooked. That was probably the one, and then but the thing is, like, all the characters I play, like Gunnar is always such a pleasure when I get to play as Gunnar, right? Like you take a little something from all of the characters that you play, and it's always just such a great experience to, especially when it's kind of an iconic character like Gunnar, right? Or even like Future Freddy. I did not know anything about Fazbear and Friends until they asked me to do this character, and then all of a sudden, I start seeing like little memes and the little stuff that pops up where the animated GIFs, and it's always a little surprising sometimes when you jump into something, and then all of a sudden the thing that you jumped into, you come to realize it's kind of a big deal. So
yeah, it's like if you find the community for it, and they're just crazy in a good way, right? And I think FNAF fans are definitely one of those ones where it's crazy in a good way. Yes. I think half of that is due to the fault of Matt Pat, aka the person behind Game Theory. I'm blaming half of it on him because he did so many theories and everything, and I believe the reason the game is still going today is probably because of him.
I can see that.
So, yeah, so for FNAF, I mean, that's quite a turn they've had, and
right, it's right. Super popular. I was recently cast as William Afton for one of the fan-made Five Nights remakes. So that's I'm actually really excited to see that, because so far the gameplay looks amazing. So
yeah, I think another thing is FNAF has done one thing that I don't see in really any other games. the creator is so happy with people making versions
Right.
of his game.
That is so amazing that he's okay with. Like, there are so many that you're not allowed to touch, right? They just really.
Nintendo.
They want their right. They want their intellectual property, and you're not allowed to do anything with it. But yeah, no, that whole Five Nights community is it's it's thriving and it's huge, you know. And there's so many different fan games and everything, and it's
got a movie coming
it's
out
been
as
cool.
well.
The next movie, I actually I just watched the first one a few months ago for the first time.
Yeah.
It was actually not bad. So I'll probably do the same for the second whenever it's out. But
sometime in December, I think it is.
Probably something along those lines. Yeah.
Yeah, they missed the Halloween window, but they're going for the Christmas
window. That's a
window.
shame, but
yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's a little
Holiday
Five
special?
Nights, a little violence for the holidays. Yeah, it's always
Never hurt anyone.
never
apart
hurt
from people who
anybody.
did.
Yeah, it's bringing that Yuletide cheer. Yeah.
Yeah. We just won't talk about the mangled bodies.
Don't talk about the guts.
No,
Don't mention that.
or the part where it's ghost children. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. No, we don't talk about the ghost children inside the puppets.
It's minor details. Minor.
Oh, right. Just think of them as like the spirit of Christmas past or something. I think it's fine.
Oh, well,
it's the holiday.
Well spirited. Yeah.
Stuff. Sure. Yeah.
To be fair, Fortnite's had its fair share of, I think, mainly from its lore fans, and I'm saying that as a lore fan myself. So, and I've been hoping for the day things return, and then to also, I'll give this shout out as well. There's a person called Marco, also known as Timeless, on the team, and he's the one who's made the lore book for Fortnite.gg.
Oh,
and he's collected all of this together, pieced everything. So when we need something lore wise, or we want to piece it together, we just yell his name, and
he's the guy. He's the subject matter expert. He just
exactly
knows it all,
Yeah.
every detail. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I thought I knew quite a fair bit, and then he comes in and just
He just made you look like a scrub.
yeah, we would the co-project lead and myself for Operation Infiltration were talking about trying to laying out Operation Infiltration, making sure it fits in and everything. And we have one of these sections which we were like, does it work? We don't know if it works. Does it make sense for it to be happening at that time? Because, we wanted to go like visually crazy and good, for playability.
Yeah.
But also, not too far down the scale where it's, we're pulling everything just out of nowhere. So we were like, does this work? We were talking for an hour straight. Marco joined the call and solved it in 5 minutes.
Wow.
So at that point, we knew we just needed him to come in.
That's your guy.
Yeah. That was still one of the points in the development where we were literally there, sat with our hands to our heads and everything, like, does this work? Does it? I don't. And he came in. Oh, hey guys, how's things going? Good. We're trying to figure this out. Oh, it's that answer. I'm like, oh
right. He's like, okay, thanks for making me look stupid. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I almost left the call and left the house. I wanted to just go like, just I don't know, touch grass. Just probably I was like,
scream at the sky, whatever.
Yeah. It sometimes it happens, But I think building up just to finish up. Obviously, Big Bang comes out part 1 on the 22nd. Probably it's already released by now, as this episode goes out.
And I'm sure everyone that has watched is now watching Creative Callouts.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah. No. It's going to be. They're gonna. The fan base. It's going to 10 times. It's going to 10x, maybe 100x. You never know.
Yeah.
It could.
I am hoping we do amazing, and we have we're getting all the promotion ready. We've been putting out posts, and like recently we had the I'll dive into a little bit of the back. We just released the logs.
I've been watching those.
Yes, which is done by the amazing Alana Fitzgerald.
And Alana has nailed it. Yeah.
She has nailed it. It's the first time people have got to hear her voice as the Order.
Oh.
And because the Order appears in Skyfire, actually next to Gunnar and Doggo, but she doesn't say a word.
Oh, nice.
We probably make her this like silent person just to build up the
right.
And that's our excuse for not finding the voice actor at that time. But it gave us that build up to where we are now, because all of our post-credit scenes were pretty much the last things we worked on. The post-credit scene from Fracture, which is the reason we still do the events today, was wrote 2 weeks before the release.
Wow, okay. That's a tight window.
Yeah. And we are so glad we put it in, because it made us to where we are now.
Yeah,
and then,
it was a great little scene there, for sure.
Yeah, just doing those post-credits to tease our next thing. But, who knows what's going to happen in Big Bang? And
it could be anything. I'm excited to find out.
Yeah, we have so many things lined up for Big Bang that we are so excited for everyone to see. And we are incredibly thankful to everybody who's worked on it, including the voice actors, for giving their voices and done absolutely amazing.
I agree completely. Everyone's done such an outstanding job. That just makes it all the more exciting to be a part of this.
Yep. So, unfortunately, I don't get to dive in and, be a voice actor anymore or things like that. But, we get to have so much fun.
Now you get to call the shots. It's even better.
Yeah. Yeah, this chair has a massage feature built in. I can literally sit here.
Exactly. It's actually, you probably had it running the whole time.
No, you would hear it. I can't. I wish. It's too loud. It's Yeah,
right. The buzzing might sound a little weird.
I don't do a lot.
Like, what are you doing over there, Giggila? What is that? What's happening there? I don't know.
No, I'm just falling asleep here. Just completely away in the chair. It's all those late nights, working. Yeah. The sleep schedule was non-existent for game development.
Oh, no. Especially during crunch. I can't imagine. This sleep is... What are you getting? Maybe 2-3 hours a night, if you're lucky?
About 1.5. Yeah.
Oh, no. That's...
No, it's slightly better than that, but... I could go to sleep at 9 p.m. or 4 in the morning. It depends.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who knows? Because I don't.
The main thing is it's all worth it in the end. Like what you guys have put together, I can't. It's so good, so good. So even though you had some sleepless nights, you're young enough to deal with it, and you're putting out some killer stuff.
I don't feel young enough.
Well, you're not. Yeah, you're not. Probably not going to feel young, but trust me.
Yeah.
Try that in your 40s and see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm hoping to not be doing that by my 40s, if at all possible.
Hopefully, you're sailing around in your mega yacht by then.
I can wish. I've never heard of anyone who's been able to get that from Fortnite.
Just on your private island somewhere, sipping on a margarita or a Mai Tai, just kicking back.
I'll steal like a meal from Mr. Beast. It'll be fun. But before we wrap up, is there anything that you want to shout out? I give a space to all people who come on, creators, voice actors, or anything at the end. Who or what do you want to shout out?
Well, I just want to say thank you so much to you guys. It's been awesome working for you. And it's always such a pleasure to work with such talented people. And then shout out to my boy Dennis. We like I said, we talk every day. He helps push me. And then also shout out to my wife for putting up with me as much as she has, because if she didn't, I definitely wouldn't be here right now. So I think that about covers it.
Yeah, you covered the bases, especially with the wife.
Yeah, that's it's just, as long as you talk about the wife just for a second, that keeps things at the home nice and calm.
Yeah, I don't have one, but I feel like that's a rule of thumb when it just comes to staying safe.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't want to know what happens if you don't.
Yeah, you really don't. It's ugly.
Yeah.
She's Hispanic. It could get really bad.
Is there a lot of running from you?
Running from me? Oh yes, definitely. I am running. Yes.
Yes.
I gotta make sure I keep a safe distance. It's like a little T-Rex chasing after you, or something like a velociraptor. Coming through the house. So.
Oh dear, that's quite something. But thank you so much for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
And I know we're not done yet because I will be talking with you later this week. As even though it's already past by now,
nevertheless, I am looking forward to it.
Joining in on the stream, which is still to be announced, but I'm sure we had a great time and we really enjoyed it there, and nothing went wrong.
Yes, nothing at all went wrong. It was amazing. Yeah, perfectly.
But yes, thank you so much for coming on, and we will see you all in the next one.
Yep. Bye, guys.